This is Semuliki National Park. Alex is my name. We are here visiting the Sempaya Hot Springs, and Sempaya Hot Springs is the famous activity that we have in Semuliki. And this hot spring, the hot springs are attracted by so many people because they reflect volcanic activities which took place thousands years ago. We have a female and male site, and these are female and male because of the disappearance of the great hunters who are believed by the local people that they came to hunt animals and these people disappeared in the bush. So later on, when they discovered spears, those places were given the name of the male spring and as Bitente, and then where they found a backcloth of a woman, that place was given a name Nyansimbi, meaning that the wife to the hunter is no more. So that's why they call them male and female. And then geographically, these hot springs are within the Albertine. They are formed by volcanicity, and much of it they are formed by faulting. Reason being that they are within Rwenzori Mountains, and the Rwenzori is a block mountain. It's not a volcanic mountain. So these hot springs, they have hot water. And where does water come from? This water comes from, much of it is rainwater. Water comes from the glacial lakes on top of Rwenzori Mountains. That water melts and then gets sipped into the ground. And then within the ground, we have the hot rocks, molten rocks, that boil this cold water, and water become hot. And then later, water gets hot within the underground tankers or fissures. This water comes out through cracks or fault lines or vents, and then it comes out when it is hot. Water is boiled within the three layers of the earth, where we have the core and also the mantle and then crust. So this water cannot dry because one way is rainwater, and another thing is that underground there are also rocks. There are rocks which melt and form water by themselves. They are aquifer rocks which melt and form water, or molten magma. So this water comes out on a daily basis. So this is a hot spring because hot spring is a spring that is produced by the geothermally heated groundwater that is boiled from underground and rises out through cracks to the earth's surface. The temperatures of these hot springs of Sempaya, anyway, this is the hottest hot spring we have in Uganda, among others. It boils between 90 to around 98 degrees, so temperature varies by the season. In the dry season, this water can lower down to sometimes to 80 degrees, 85 degrees, especially at the female site. But we also have records where this water has boiled to 103 degrees. And this water, most geologists, many people have done research about these hot springs, especially about the bacteriological and physiochemical characteristics, and they have discovered that sulfate takes a bigger share. So we have much of the sulfate. When you are around the springs of Sempaya, you smell a lot of like eggs boiling. So that is sulfur. Then you find the hot springs has iron mineral, we have calcium mineral, and calcium contributes to the fountain formations. When you were at the female hot spring, there were fountain rock formations, and these rocks had water flashing out. Water was spurting to around 3-4 meter high. So those fountains are formed by a combination of minerals. As you know that when magma water emerges to the surface, it solidifies, it crystallizes, and then it forms rock particles. So these rock layers within the hot springs can be called travertines. So they are different from the rock layers, the rock layer formations that you find in caves. Especially when you go to caves, you find the same rock layers. Some form facing down, some form facing up. Sometimes they can connect. And those ones, they call them the staragamites and the stalactites. These ones can be the travertine rock layers. They are formed by calcium mineral. Then around the hot springs, you also find the red color, also that presents iron mineral. there's iron mineral, there's also magnesium. So lots of minerals are within the hot springs. These minerals, some of them are good, especially if you come to steam. It's a very nice place if one can visit and take time to steam around. If you have any skin infection, skin infection can be healed if one can bathe the water. It's advisable to only bathe it, but drinking is not healthy to drink. So we don't advise people to drink this water, only bathing. This water, how it comes out? Of course, it comes out through different formations, as you are aware by the inundation process, that during the night, normally rocks contract, and then during the day they expand. So when they expand, they also go into internal stress, and the stress goes into the Earth's interior. It penetrates deeper to the mesosphere down, and then is able to find the fissures or the tankers down where water is being boiled, and then water comes, uses those cracks, the stress crack, and then comes out when it is boiling.